Hey y'all, what's up? This is Jesse Both from the 19th hole, and we're here to talk about the rookie tournament. This is going to be a quick walkthrough, holes 1 through 9 of the rookie, and you're going to see the wins and ball suggestions, club suggestions, and just basic general information about how you can play your rookie round. So we're going to be watching my shots only, so this will be a very quick video. We're going to start out with hole number 1, which is a par 4. You can play this one with a rough bump. You can also play this one with a quarterback. Level 6 would be okay as well. You want to line your shot up. Use as much left spin and backspin as you can on your shot. I like the katana ball. A little bit extra left spin. As you see me lining my shot up with the wind, I want my ball to jump right where the edge of my ball guide is going, right over the edge of that sand bunker. As you see, we use full left curl. We do hit this one great to the right, so our ball is going to be a little bit farther right than you would normally see on this shot. We get a nice bounce and a roll, and we're going to roll just off the fringe of the green, but we'll be set up really nicely right there for a very easy chip in. We had pretty good speed. We could even probably back up the landing spot of that drive a little bit and still be okay. We seem to have plenty of carry over that bunker, so I would definitely maybe back up the landing spot a few yards, but play it the same exact way as I played it right there. So we're going to play the same hole again, except we're going to be using the extra mile 5 this time, and we're going to play it the same exact way with the katana ball, full left spin and backspin. We don't have as much backspin this time, but it's still going to be okay. So we want to line the shot up with the edge of our ball guide just over the edge of the bunker, and then from there we're going to turn and we're going to adjust our shot here now. Once again, we could have set this ball up a little bit farther back than even where we're at right now. So this is what we're going to do. We're going to use all of our curl. We hit this one great to the right as well. But as you're going to see, we still are able to maintain our course and end up right there along the edge of the fringe of the green for yet another easy chip in. So both of those shots right there are well within safe distance of the, away from the rough. And perfect shots right there. Bring those shots a little bit farther to the left. I would say both those shots have a pretty good chance of actually sitting on the green if we didn't hit them great to the right. So that's basically how to play hole number 1 with an extra mile 5 or quarterback. I like the quarterback because I like the extra backspin. I like the control and the accuracy in the club. So next up we have hole number 2, which is a par 3. Today we will be playing this hole with the Quasar ball. And we're actually going to play ours with the Saturn. I like the Saturn here because it's a 50% accuracy, so that makes it very easy to adjust for the aim. We will go with full left spin. We're not going to use any kind of top spin on this shot. All we're going to do now is we're going to set up our shot to try to aim the edge of that ball guide as close as we can in line with the hole as possible. I like to actually aim it just a little bit tad to the right side of the hole, let the ridge kind of carry that ball into the hole. We adjust a little bit over 1 ring there. Since we have 50 accuracy, it's 2 miles per hour per ring, so it's just a bit about 1.5 rings on that adjustment. We do hit this one great right again, so our ball is going to end up right of our target spot. But as you can see, we have fairly decent speed on that shot, and a perfect shot would have had that ball pretty close to the hole. So definitely, I think that's the way to play hole number 2. Hole number 3 is a par 5, and it is a par 5 that we've had several times, so this is not a new hole. This is just an old hole with reskinned. You can play this one with the quarterback or extra mile. Today we'll be playing this one with the extra mile and a Quasar. Full top, full right spin. You want to set your shot up right about where you see mine right there. We'll be adjusting for the wind on this one. And we will be using right curl. As you can see, we put a little bit of right curl on. You can go even a little bit more than I showed right there. We hit that one perfect. And we're going to end up in a nice location right here. If I used full right curl, I would have been a little bit farther to the right, but even right there, we're still in good position. I would definitely recommend full right curl. Just in case you hit a great ball, you'll still be okay. So our second shot here is with our Viper. We're going to go with 4 bars of backspin, full left spin on this shot. Basically what we're going to be doing is we're going to be aiming up our shot as close as we can in line with the hole. I like to aim my ball a little bit farther to the right side of the hole and also let the slope do the work here. So 3.5 miles per hour, 2 miles per hour per ring. We're going to go with just a bit over 1.5 rings on the adjustment here for this shot. And let's see if we can hit it perfect. We do. We hit it perfect. So this one is going to be close. And let's see how close it is. Do we get the roll and the albatross? We just missed it. But when you're that close over and over again, it's eventually going to drop one of those times. So we got hole number 4 now. This is a par 4. This is one of the brand new holes. We are actually going to be playing this one with, how are we going to play this one here? We're playing this one with the big topper here. We're going to be bouncing it off the island, going for the double hop. We're not going to quite use all of the topspin because we don't want to bounce through the green. We just want this ball to hit off the island and bounce, hit the rough, and roll onto the green. That's what we want to do with this shot. As you can see here, we have a 2.5 tailwind, so we're going to use that to our advantage. What you see me doing there was kind of aiming it up towards where that 2.5 wind will take us. So all we have to do is aim it correctly, hit a perfect shot. We get our first bounce here, our second bounce, we hit the rough, and we roll up onto the green, rolling, 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 setting ourselves up for a very makeable eagle putt. Much rather be putting that ball for eagle than chipping it on this green. As you're going to see, my opponent here, he's going to have a chip. As you can see, that green is very bumpy. This is definitely not the type of green that you want to be chipping it towards. You may consider some sort of a dunk shot here. But if you are going to take this shot to the green, I would definitely recommend taking this shot off the fringe or finding the flattest space you can find and trying to use that hop to kind of bypass the humps in the green. As you see, my opponent right there comes very close to that shot right there, but hits the pin and spins back. So definitely a good attempt right there from my opponent. As you can see, the putt that I have here for my eagle is much easier than any kind of chip that you may have on this hole for an eagle. So we will definitely take this putt, hit the perfect, and sink the eagle. If you can do that twice in your round of 18 on this hole, you'll definitely have a good chance at getting one of those medals, I think. So moving on to hole number 5. Hole number 5 is a par 3, and it's an old par 3, but it's a par 3 that a lot of people do not like. This is definitely one of those holes that's very tricky, and we do have a headwind in this case. We will be using a Viper for this shot. And we're going to go with the Katana because we want that extra side spin. So basically what we're going to be doing is we're going to be using all the side spin that we can use. And we're going to use all the backspin that we can use. So now what we're going to do is we want to aim that second hop on the fringe. We want that second hop to hit the fringe. I like to aim it somewhere about in the middle of the fringe. And then we're just going to let that heel take the ball from left to right down back towards the hole. So we're going to adjust our shot about 2 rings, 2 miles per hour per ring with the Viper. Do also make sure you adjust an extra 20%. So we adjusted that one for 5 miles per hour, so it was about 2.5 rings actually. We got the bounce right there. We get the nice roll. Are we going to get the ace? We are going to come mighty close. But I would definitely recommend that adjustment right there for that hole. Don't forget 20% adjustment on that shot on that par 3. Hole number 6, par 5. This is a hole that we have had before, and I'm actually going to show you how to play it going left, and I'm going to show you how to play it going right. We're actually going to start out going to the right side. I would recommend the quarterback if you want to go to the right side. And as a wood, I would say if you have a Viper or if you have a sniper may be the absolute best choice just because of the actual ball guide that comes with the sniper. But if you are a lower level rookie and you don't have a higher leveled sniper yet, you can go with the Viper. We're going to play this one full top, full left, a good amount of curl. We could have aimed this one a little bit farther up the fairway and got this one up that fairway a little bit more. But where we're at right there is going to be fine for what we want to do. We'll have our next shot here with the Viper. And what we're going to do is we're going to take in our shot at max distance here. We're going to put a little bit of backspin on it. and a little bit of right spin, okay? 2 balls backspin, 1 ring right spin. Aim this shot up with the hole as good as we can. I like to see the ball guide just barely going over the edge of the green here on this shot. Do not worry about those bushes. They are not in play. Your ball will go straight through them, so don't be worried about hitting them. They will not do anything. We hit a perfect shot right there. Let's see how this one ends up. We got the nice bounce and the roll, and we came, again, very close to making that shot. So that is definitely how I would recommend playing it from the right side. Now we're going to play it from the left side, and if you're going to play it from the left side, I would say bring your extra mile, and you're going to want to use a Titan ball. So I think in the rookie you have a pretty good chance at the Albatross going either way. So whichever way you're most comfortable with. As you see, we have a 4 mile per hour straight tailwind here. That coupled with the Titan ball makes this a very easy drive. So this is a shot that you like to take. You are definitely in luck with this shot. So let's see what we got here. We actually do back off on the ball, and we get a little bit extra tailwind, believe it or not, with the Quasar. And there we are, switching back to the Titan. All right, so we go with the Titan ball. We're going to take this shot to the left side, and we are just going to try to hit this ball, somewhat perfect. A little bit of overpower. We hit it great. It doesn't matter. We're still going to hit, bounce over with plenty of room to spare, as you see. And we roll up the fairway a good amount. The farther you can roll up the fairway, the better chance you have at setting yourself up for a second shot for the Albatross. So as you see my second shot here, we're going to be going with the Saturn. We're actually going to fly over the rough, and we're going to use our backspin here. We're going to try to set this shot up right there at the edge of the cup with this shot. We're going to adjust this about 2 rings, 2 miles per hour per ring with this Saturn. And now we just got to hit the perfect shot. So let's see if we can do it. We don't hit the perfect shot. We hit this one great to the right. So we know it's going to be right of the hole. Let's see what kind of a distance we had. Oh, wow. Look at that distance. So perfect shot right there. May have been still a little bit short of the hole, but it would have been really, really close. So moving on, hole number 7. This is a par 4, and this is a brand new hole. We will be playing this one to the left side with a Titan ball, an extra mile. Definitely, if you have a little bit higher level of a club and you have a little bit higher level of a ball, like a power 4, power 5 ball, you could definitely, take a chance and, try to make the drive for that little area just in front of where my target is right now. Good chance of getting to the green if you go that way, but you will need to use a little bit higher of a power ball and have a little bit better club, I think, than the extra mile 5 without having to worry about like complete overpower. So we're just going to play the shot right here to the left. Full top spin, a little bit of right spin on this shot. And we just want to line this one up and get a decent bounce. Do keep in mind the end of that fairway is sloping down a little bit. So the farther you do land down that fairway, the more flat your ball will be on the bounce. So if you are playing with a little bit lower level of a club, be careful of that. You may possibly clip the rough on that shot if you hit too far down that fairway. So we've got our second shot here. We're going to be going with the Saturn. Basically what we're trying to do is find a flat spot to, to make this shot. You can either go on the green, just on the other side of the fringe, or you can play this one off of the fairway, like I'm going to play. What I'm going to try to do is I'm trying to bounce this ball over those hills to take those hills out of play and hopefully get a good roll into the hole. This hole is being guarded by a bunch of bumps on this green. One thing that they did do in this tournament is add very bumpy greens to make it hard to just roll the shot in, easily. So you got to kind of work at your shot here and find the proper angle. As you see, we hit it great again. So we end up left of the hole of where we aimed. Not sure if I had the distance right on that anyway, but it was still a good attempt. It would have been an easy birdie. So hole number 8, par 3. This is one of the new par 3s. In the course, you can play this one several different ways. You can play the rough bump here on this shot. You can play it off the island. You do need to bring a lower level power ball, probably a Marlin. Otherwise, you may find yourself in between clubs on this type of shot. As you see, we've got 2.6, so we only need actually a little bit over one ring of leeway to aim for the shot. You see me set up my shot right here with just a tiny bit of top spin and full left spin. I would play 10% adjustment on this shot, and we hit the bounce, the skip, and we got the roll. Is it going to make it? Very close. Pretty much right on line with the hole as far as power-wise goes. So definitely a good shot right there. That's definitely the way to play that hole. Maybe you can get the drop and get the ace. Do keep in mind you can also play that rough bump as well. That's definitely a good chance at the ace playing it that way as well. So we're moving on to hole number 9. This is our last and final hole. We will be playing this one with a Titan ball extra mile and a Viper. Do also remember this is a 10% adjustment off the tee box as well. And we will be playing our shot to the left side. You can play it to the right side, but do keep in mind you need to bring a big dog, something with a lot of curl, if you do play it to the right side, because you do need to curl it around those trees. If you can play this shot to the left side and make the drive, you have a really good chance of getting the albatross. So as you see, I hit the perfect shot right here, and we get a nice bounce. We roll up the fairway, put ourselves in a very straight line with the green. That's what we want. We will be playing with the Viper. You can play this shot also with the Sniper if you have a Sniper. As you see, I have plenty of room, so we can use backspin to our advantage here. So we know we can stop the ball on the green with our backspin. So we just put the backspin on, aim this shot right there at the hole as good as we can. And then from there, all we got to do is adjust. We're going to adjust this one about 1.5 rings, 2 miles per hour per ring. So 3 miles per hour is 1.5 rings on this adjustment. And it's just about hitting the perfect shot here, which we do. So this one is going to come in very nicely, have a really good chance at the albatross. As you see, the bounce and the roll, and it just barely misses the hole. So almost got the albatross. Now we're going to watch me play it one more time on a different account. We're going to do the same exact setup as we did before. As you see, we adjust. We see where our maximum is. We're going to put the backspin on this one. We're still going to go with 3 bars of backspin, even though we have access to more. But we're going to go with 3. We will mess around a little bit with the side spin to bring this one in line with the hole, and then we're going to adjust. We were at about mid club, so we did a 1 ring adjustment right there. We hit this one perfect. You see it coming in, bouncing much like you saw the last one bounce. But as you can see, this one is going to go in the hole for the albatross, and that is how we're going to end our rookie playthrough. Hopefully you all enjoyed it. Hopefully you all can learn some information and tips for your qualification rounds, maybe your opening rounds if you make it to the opening round. But I do appreciate you all hanging in there and watching this video, and hopefully you all can gain something out of it. So thank you all. Make sure to check us out on the 19th hole on Facebook. Just go to the search bar and type in Golf Clash, the 19th hole, and also make sure to hit that sub button if you enjoyed the video. Y'all have a good day. God bless.